According to Bloomberg, the CEO of two telecommunications companies, Semi and Tele, has expected a collude by limiting market productions, yet the service operator, Semi, has seen an unexpected downturn in their earnings. On the other hand, Semi's only competitors, Tele, report an unexpected of $13 billion earnings. For that story, here we have invited Ms. Lee, an equity analysis for the telecommunication industry. This news came as a surprise for us. What's your take on
Hi,
this?
thank you. According to the data analysis for many years, two of the top telecommunication companies, Simi and Tele, have kept their production low. However, this year, Tele has taken on a rise in their production. According to the investors, Simi's expected earnings is $8 billion, though their actual earnings has gone far below their earnings and nearly going bankrupt. Their earnings were only $1 billion this quarter, and further investigation by the Bloomberg team resulted there was an agreement made by the CEO of Simi and Tele to keep productions low for the purpose of driving up the market, yet quarterly reported released by Tele indicates that Tele had increased production 4 times Simi's production. These two firms controlled the necessary resources to produce the products. This current situation is oligopolistic, because there was a government policy that they didn't allow import of comparable products into the market, as a result leaving only two firms in the market and causing higher barriers of entry. Following, the nature of product of Simi and Tele were relatively comparable and substitutable. Right now, we all know that Tele enjoys economy of scale by producing much higher quantity. This is because they produce at quantity that is closer to their production capacity, which means demand are more likely to be inelastic.
Do you mind telling us what is economics of scales?
Okay. Well, let me get to that in a second, but first let me explain why Tele's profit has gone up so much and why have they not chosen the dominant strategy by using prisoner's dilemma. Now, prisoner's dilemma is very interesting. It's a branch of game theory. What game theory is all about is modeling behavior. It provides the idea of how decisions interact with different actors with one another. For instance, the decision I make and the decisions others make can determine outcomes, and game theory can model this for us using prisoner's dilemma. The thing about prisoner's dilemma is that it is possible for two sides, firms or actors, firms in this case, even if they completely understand what the best outcome for them might be, they might actually choose a different course of action. In other words, they might choose an action they know isn't their best option available for them. Here is where economies of scale comes in, and in simple terms mean the benefits of producing at higher quantity. So now that I have explained the structures of prisoner's dilemma and talked about the situation of Simi and Telly, the board of directors of Simi are now having an urgent meeting about the future of CEO and how to handle the ongoing.
Thank you, Ms. Lee. This is very interesting to view from a legal perspective. We are looking forward to see how this is going to turn out.